Hi, I'm Molly Wood, and welcome to the Buzz Report, the show about the tech news that everybody's talking about. This week, it's Google's latest attempt to take over the world. But first, it's the gadget of the week. Sony has decided that it is not too good for netbooks after all. The gadget of the week is the Sony Vaio W, Sony's premium netbook. I mean, if they're going to do it, they're going to do it fancy. The W is, pretty. It comes in pink, white, and brown. It's got a higher resolution screen than most netbooks. It has an SD card slot and a memory stick slot, 802.11n Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. It weighs the normal 2.6 pounds. Of course, since it's premium, it starts at about $500, where most netbooks start around $200 or $300. Then again, Sprint and Best Buy are trying to sell you a netbook that costs $1 and then get you to pay $1,400 more in wireless fees with a 2-year Sprint data contract. Yeah, well, hello, little pretty Sony Vaio W. $500, you say? Done. And now for the news. The big buzz of the week is so big that it's a Buzz Report special report. Google announced that it will create its own operating system based on the Chrome browser. It'll be a super lightweight, netbook-friendly, open-source OS designed for people who want to run mainly web apps. Well, mainly Google web apps, I'm sure, like Docs and Gmail. Just like Microsoft and Apple do. Yeah, don't panic. Google says you could start seeing the Google Chrome operating system showing up on netbooks by the second half of next year. They're going to open source the OS later this year, and then basically Chrome OS will be like a whole new version of Linux. Which, of course, yes, the Linux community is freaking out about that because Google's not using Ubuntu, which is their favorite thing ever. And of course, Google's being all snotty and building their own version because they think they're smarter than everybody else. But really, all the rest of the people in the world are just going to be like, Google on computer? I've heard of Google. Pretty? Yes, no. And that's why Linux never wins. Okay, but here's some other dish about it. Google said Chrome OS would be running on netbooks by 2010. But apparently PC hardware manufacturers like Acer, Asus, Dell, HP all kind of said they don't know anything about it. So, I guess Google's just thinking like, hey, we're Google. We roll up to the club and then they open the doors for us. Yeah, we'll see. Meanwhile, Josh Lowenson at CNET's WebWare blog put together a list of all the ways that Google currently watches everything you do online, like how it tracks your web history for its personalized search. It reads your email to provide contextual Gmail ads. It keeps all your financial information in Google Checkout, and it busts you for peeing on the sidewalk with Google Street View. And then Josh wonders, what kind of stuff might a Google operating system find out about you? Ha ha ha. Good question. Wow. Don't use that OS. Even if it ever actually comes into existence, just no one should use that. According to the latest research from NPD, Chrome OS market share has now topped 98%, making Windows 7 SP6 a distant second in operating system market share, and Apple's OS X Serval virtually non-existent. In a statement, Google said, "We are aware that Susan Dostal, Tom Merritt, Jonas Johansson, and a few other malcontents haven't yet committed to the Chrome operating system, but we are planning door-to-door visits in the upcoming quarter, and we're certain we can convince them to switch." In other Google news, after almost 5 years of acting like the boyfriend that wouldn't give you a ring, Gmail, Google Calendar, Google Docs, and Google Talk all took the plunge and came out of beta this week. Ooh, I don't know, Google. You sure you want to dive right in like that? Kind of soon. In other news this week, and there was at least some other news this week, denial of service attacks took down various government websites in the United States, including the State Department, the White House, the Pentagon, plus the Washington Post and the New York Stock Exchange sites. Now, in most cases, the attacks didn't do much damage, or they took down websites that no one missed at all. But everyone got all excited because it looked like North Korea might be behind it. Until a bunch of security researchers were like, come on, people. 2 words, script kiddies, get over it. And finally, let's have a quick look at what's clogging the tubes other than the Michael Jackson funeral, because I got the lowdown on that from every single person on Twitter and Facebook. Thanks for that. But I was busy getting MacGyver ideas from thereifixedit.com, such as how to put a pool in my El Camino and how to haul a motorcycle without renting a U-Haul. Thank you, thereifixedit.com. You are brilliant. And that's the Buzz Report for this week, everybody. I'm Molly Wood, and thank you for watching.